Welcome to One Tired Teacher, episode 233. 3 brilliant ideas for teachers to use Makerspace and only 40 minutes. So today we're continuing the conversation on Makerspace. I'm super excited about Makerspace. Coming soon in the next few weeks, I'm going to be opening back up Mastering Makerspace, which is my course for how to integrate this mindset into your classroom, how to get students excited, how to utilize and use standards-based materials inside of the Makerspace, how not to get overwhelmed by space, and so much more. I'm excited about this. I hope you are too. I'll be talking about this more to come. And today we're going to talk about what we can do in under 40 minutes so that we don't feel overwhelmed and feel like we have to add another thing to our plate. Because don't worry, we're integrating topics. We're taking back some of our reading block, and we are utilizing or teaching science and things in our reading block so that we can then have some hands-on activities in the afternoon. And I'll also talk some more about that in the rest of the episode. Hope you stick around.
Welcome to One Tired Teacher. And even though she may need a nap, this teacher is ready to wake up and speak her truth about the trials and treasures of teaching. Here she is, wide awake. Wait, she's not asleep right now, is she? She is awake, right? Okay. From Trina Debery Teaching and Learning, your host, Trina Debery.
Hey, so today's episode, we were talking about ideas for our Makerspace and how to utilize time and how to get things done so it doesn't feel like it's taking all day. So I hope that you'll stick around. Before we get started, I want to let you know that this episode is being sponsored by my Halloween STEM story stations for Makerspace. Ghosts and gals, witches and wizards, the season of spook is upon us. And guess what, teachers? It's not just costumes and candies that's stirring excitement in our little monsters. It's Halloween STEM story stations for Makerspace. Oh no, the pre-Halloween classroom chaos. Forget the chaos. Think creatively. This isn't about candy-induced sugar highs, but high levels of engagement, problem solving, and a broom load of fun. Woo! STEM and Halloween! That's like candy plus chocolate! Exactly. Dive into a cauldron full of challenges tied to spine-tingling literature. Unravel mysteries like Turkey Trick or Treat or I Need My Monster. And for our brave souls, there's a little witch little old lady who wasn't afraid of anything. Sounds tempting, but what about my classroom space and diverse learners? With Makerspace stations, you're not just brewing a potion, but a community. Whether your little warlocks are in first grade, second grade, or third grade, it's spellbinding engagement for all. And don't worry, these stations won't gobble up your classroom space. So we read the stories and solve challenges? Bingo, little vampire. Think critically, dive deep into the tales, and then engineer solutions. With 21st century skills at play, it's a monster mash of science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Digital versions, checklists, all packed in digital slides, choice boards with YouTube read-alouds, and even engineering design process think sheets. Our Makerspace is like a goodie bag, but filled with educational treats. Makerspace and Halloween, this is epic. For Halloween, that's less about the boo and more about the eureka. Dive into our Halloween STEM story stations for Makerspace. Because why should jack-o'-lanterns be the only things lighting up this season? Woo! Happy haunting and happy learning! All right, so that is available inside of my store. You can check it out at Trina Debery Teaching and Learning. I hope that gets you through this Halloween time of year. So now let's get on with the show. All righty, so we're talking about the 3 brilliant ideas. So I'm calling all educators with the desire to inspire young minds through the wonders of science, technology, engineering, math, and even literacy. I've got a treat for you today. 3 mind-blowing, simple STEM activities that can be done in just 40 minutes. There is no need for complicated equipment or advanced knowledge. These activities are so easy, even a hamster could do them. Well, almost. Get ready to unleash the mad scientist within and watch your students' eyes light up with curiosity and excitement. Welcome to the world of hassle-free STEM education within your makerspace or your media center. So let's talk about the importance of STEM education in elementary school first. So STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. These are the essential building blocks of a modern education. But why is STEM education so important, especially in elementary school? Here's a secret. Kids of all ages are like sponges. They have an incredible capacity to absorb information and to develop skills that will shape their future. Introducing them to STEM learning early on is like giving them superhero powers. They gain problem-solving abilities, critical thinking skills, and creative confidence that will serve them well throughout their lives. Imagine this. You're an elementary school student with zero interest in science or math. I know that's hard to imagine because we all loved equations at that age, right? Suddenly, your teacher throws some flashy experiments into the curriculum mix. Now you're witnessing chemical reactions transforming ordinary substances into fascinating new entities right before your eyes. Boring becomes mind-blowing. By incorporating hands-on activities and engaging experiments into their education journey, students can experience firsthand how STEM isn't just a bunch of letters, but rather a great way to learn about the world around us and build curiosity towards scientific concepts and life in general. Furthermore, STEM education goes beyond traditional subjects. It fosters innovation and empowers students to think outside the box. It encourages risk-taking by teaching kids that failure is just another stepping stone towards success. That is so valuable. These valuable lessons will carry them as far as they face challenges later in life. Elementary schools are vital in setting the foundation for these young minds' academic journey and instilling a deep love of learning and thinking. So, what is Makerspace and how can I complete easy STEM activities in my classroom? So, Makerspace is like a magical laboratory where engineering skills blend with frugal fun while developing fine motor skills and critical thinking skills simultaneously. It's a place where students can let their imaginations run wild and tackle real-world challenges using creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. From designing their inventions to building functional models, Makerspace offers an exciting platform for students to explore the fascinating world of STEM with household items and basic supplies. Now, if you want to get a jump start on Makerspace and you're thinking, how do I even get started? You can grab my free Makerspace startup kit. And that is easy to find. You can find that at TrinaDeBerryTeachingAndLearning.com/MS Startup Kit, all one word, MS Startup Kit. I'm going to spell it. TrinaDeBerryTeachingAndLearning.com/MS STARTUPKIT. So you can grab that. It's got labels for materials. It's got essential questions. It's got exit tickets. It has resources on Makerspace, everything that you need to get started. And I hope that you love it. All right. How can you bring this innovative concept into your classroom? Fear not, my fellow educators. You don't need a huge budget or a state-of-the-art facility to create a makerspace in your classroom. With just a few simple supplies like cardboard boxes, popsicle sticks, and glue guns, with adult supervision, you can embark on some mind-boggling STEM activities that will leave your students begging for more. Who knew we could turn trash into treasure by reusing everyday materials and inspiring the next generation of young innovators? Embrace the challenge and watch your students' eyes light up with excitement while completing engineering challenges with pipe cleaners and a rubber band. And yes, I know there's rarely time to do the basics, and I know teachers have so much on their overflowing plates. But hear me out as I share 3 Thanksgiving STEM challenges that can be done in 40 minutes or less. Now, I chose Thanksgiving because I wanted to be ahead of schedule. Now, I know that Halloween is, I think it's next week. What is this right now? So this is coming out on October 23rd. So Halloween is literally next week. And I shared a Halloween STEM story station in Makerspace bundle for you at the beginning of the episode. So hopefully you grab that and you get through Halloween. But once you're done with that, you're going to need something for Thanksgiving. So we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. So let's talk about idea number 1. And all of this can be done in less than 40 minutes. And if you put a little more time constraint on, it can be done in less than 30 minutes. So build it. You're going to have to take some of your reading block time for the read aloud. But the read aloud, you can integrate so many standards about in each of these stories that will cover what you need to have done in your reading comprehension block time. All right. So idea number 1. Building disguises for turkey with cardboard and Play-Doh with a fun STEM activity for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is just around the corner and it's time to have some turkey time, some turkey fun. Forget about traditional turkey arts and crafts. Let's take it up a notch with a STEM twist. Get ready for an engineering project that will have your young kids laughing, learning, and building disguises for turkeys using cardboard and Play-Doh. Now, why would a turkey need a disguise? Picture this. Thanksgiving arrives and the turkeys realize they are on the menu. They panic. Who can blame them? So our mission as young engineers is to design disguises to help these turkeys blend in with their surroundings. Grab some cardboard boxes of different sizes, some colored paper or paint, some tape, glue. This is where the real engineering magic begins. To really bring this idea to life, you should read the story Turkey Trouble by Wendy Silvano and then work through a challenge related to the story. And you can find this challenge for less than $2 on my website. So it's a Makerspace. It's a Thanksgiving STEM story station it's just one. It's with the story Turkey Trouble. It's less than $2. Or you can get the bundle of 10 of these challenges for 10 different stories for less than $5. So you can find that on my store on TPT. So with this innovative mind at work, kids construct turkey costumes out of cardboard boxes by cutting holes for wings and legs. They can decorate the costumes using Play-Doh to further camouflage them into different surroundings, such as a dining table centerpiece or a bookshelf decoration. This encourages creativity and engages children in problem solving because they'll need to think about how best to incorporate elements like feathers or patterns into their designs. The other good news is that this is furthering their comprehension because they're thinking about how the turkey would solve a problem, which is part of the story. And they're also understanding turkey on a deeper level. So it's just enhancing comprehension while you're at it, which is always a win and always a win to administrators. Now, remember that you want the solutions to be open-ended, meaning that the answers are going to be different. This isn't a craft. A craft is everyone builds exactly the same thing. Everyone creates exactly the same thing. We want unique solutions for kids to show different ways of doing things and to celebrate other ideas and perspectives. This activity teaches kids essential engineering concepts like structural stability when assembling cardboard pieces into functional disguises. It also introduces them to the principles of camouflage as they experiment with different colors and textures using Play-Doh, which, talking about camouflaging and adaptations, I believe is a 3rd grade science standard. So that's something to consider. That's one way of incorporating some science. Along with these educational benefits, there's no doubt that constructing these disguises will be so much fun. Idea number 2. Creating load-bearing devices to move a heavy load using craft sticks and simple materials. If you're looking for a quick, simple STEM project to impress your kids, look no further than creating load-bearing devices using craft sticks and simple materials. Who would have thought that those tiny popsicle sticks could bear the weight of a heavy object? This engineering project is fun and a great way to learn about structural integrity and problem solving. This quick, creative thinking activity requires Turkey Goes to School by Wendy Silvano and this Thanksgiving STEM Story Station Challenge for Makerspace. So I have this one in my shop as well for under $2, or you can buy the bundle, like I said, for under $5, and you would have both of these in there plus 8 more. After reading the story, discuss the problem. Turkey and his friends can't get to school. This initiates simple STEM projects. Talk about comprehension and engineering projects all in one. When you add a time constraint, like students have to create a solution in 15 minutes, you make the challenge a little more complicated. Plus, you are ensuring that this activity doesn't take all day. If you're wondering where the science portion lies, the secret lies in understanding the physics behind weight distribution. By strategically placing the craft sticks and securing them together with glue or tape, you can create a sturdy support structure capable of carrying an impressive load. It's like building your own mini suspension bridge right on your tabletop. And now you have a math and science activity for the day. But don't let this simplicity fool you. This project requires serious engineering finesse. Balancing the load, distributing the weight evenly, and ensuring stability are critical factors. And all of that is really mathematical, thinking mathematically. So that's another element that you're throwing in there, especially distribution of weight evenly and them understanding that kind of stability. Experimenting with different designs and materials could lead you to unexpected breakthroughs. Who knew wooden craft sticks could hold their own against more conventional building materials? So grab your imagination and some popsicle sticks because it's time to engineer our way into moving heavy loads in style. Plus, each challenge comes with lesson plans already done for you. Simple ingredients or materials are also easy to acquire, and you probably already have them in your classroom. So that's another STEM Story Station challenge that's available in my store. Let's talk about idea number 3, designing and testing a device that holds an entire turkey family for kids of all ages. A third idea for our Simple STEM series for elementary kids allows teachers to get kids to put engineering skills to the test as we embark on the challenge of designing and testing a device that can safely hold an entire turkey family. That's right, folks. We're talking about not just one turkey here, but the whole clan of gobbling feathered friends. This challenge is enjoyable for young children who might love the book, The Best Thanksgiving Ever by Teddy Slater. Older children also love a good STEM challenge and a fun Thanksgiving book, so don't write them off. Why would you want to design such a contraption in the first place? Aside from being a fun and creative project, it also allows us to explore principles of weight distribution, balance, and structural integrity. Plus, it's always early enough to start brainstorming innovative solutions for hosting your own Thanksgiving feast. So gather your materials and put those inventive juices flowing as we dive into this hilarious adventure in poultry engineering. Let's see who can develop the most ingenious contraption that keeps our turkey family perched happily together without taking flight or losing their feathers. Remember, this is not just any ordinary STEM experiment. It's an opportunity to think outside the box or the turkey coop. And let your inner architect soar like never before. So stay tuned for more updates on our feathered escapades. So this is also another activity that's available in my shop on TPT. It is another Thanksgiving STEM story station about using the book, The Best Thanksgiving Ever. You can grab this inside my shop. Again, it's under $2. You can actually see the challenge on the blog post. So you could just do the challenge without buying the materials, which is totally fine. The thing you would miss out on is that I do have engineering think sheets that go with it, helps it take it up a level, also gives something a great thing to write about, and so on. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right. And then if you grabbed the bundle for under $5, you would have this one too. So then you would have all 3 of these plus 7 more. All right. So tips for successful implementation in limited time with younger kids and older kids. For younger kids, it's an easy way to implement simple STEM activities in a limited time is through stories. Integrating science, technology, engineering, and math into everyday tasks and into stories can be an educational and fun experience for all. Throw literature into the mix and it gets even more accessible. Try utilizing the engineering design process when coming up with a solution. Have kids ask questions about the problem, plan and brainstorm the answer, create and build, test and revise, and finally allow children to reflect upon what worked and what did not work. Do you need some free engineering design process posters? You can grab them inside of the blog post for this episode, or you can grab them at TrinaDebery.com/EDP posters, all one word, EDP posters. So you can grab those and it will help them work through that engineering design process. And that will, you can use those for older kids, younger kids, and anyone inside of a classroom. They're super cute and they're, especially when you blow them up a little bit and have them inside your classroom, especially if you had a media center or a STEM classroom. All right. For older kids, fostering their interest in STEM can be more challenging but equally rewarding. One effective method is letting them lead on projects that align with their interests. Please encourage them to explore real-world problems that require problem-solving and critical thinking skills, whether building a simple robot using recycled materials or designing an app that addresses a community issue. Giving older kids autonomy over their STEM projects allow them to develop a sense of ownership and motivates them to delve deeper into these subjects. Remember, making STEM activities enjoyable for all age groups require excellent ideas on adaptability and creativity. So seize opportunities for a fun activity within everyday books for younger kids and empower older kids with project-based learning experiences tailored to their passions. Who says science can't be woven seamlessly into our lives? Get those young minds buzzing with excitement as they discover the marvel of STEM. Foster creativity and problem-solving skills in a fun way using different materials. So let's wrap this up. Fostering creativity and problem-solving skills doesn't have to be a tedious task, nor does it have to take a lot of time to accomplish. We can inject some fun into the process using different materials and approaches. Whether building with Legos, creating art with Play-Doh, or even solving puzzles, these fun STEM projects provide opportunities for children and adults to think outside the box and develop unique solutions. So why wait? Grab some materials, unleash your imagination, and start fostering creativity and problem-solving skills in a fun way today. So you can also grab my Thanksgiving STEM story stations inside Makerspace inside of my shop on TPT. Get ready to see those creative juices flowing and watch as problems get solved in the most unexpected ways. Let's embrace a world where creativity is celebrated and problems are seen as opportunities for growth. Oh, so much fun. I hope that you enjoy some of these activities. I hope you give them a try and they excite your November. And if you grab the Halloween ones, then hopefully you're ready for that as well. Until next time, sweet dreams and sleep tight.